previous class we have learned about microorganisms, but now our chapter is flower and seeds. Reproduction. Almost all living things can make copies of themselves. This is called reproduction. Animals give birth to live young, lives or lay eggs. Plants reproduce in different ways. Most plants reproduce or produce seeds or spores. Some plants turn small pieces of themselves into new plants. Types of plant reproduction. There are two types of plant reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Some plants can reproduce without flowers. New plants can grow from roots, stem, and leaves. This is called asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Flowers are responsible for sexual reproduction in plants. A male gametes unit with the female gamete inside the flower. In this way, fruit and seeds form. Seeds may grow into new plant. For example, fertilization, germination, etc. Now, natural method of asexual reproduction. Potato plant can reproduce by tubers. A tuber is a stem in the soil. Onion plants can reproduce by bulbs. A bulb is rounded around stem with leaf bases. Strawberries. This is a very basic and common example of asexual because it is our daily life examples. Strawberry plants can reproduce by stolons. A stolon is a stem that runs along the ground. Now, flower. Flowering plants bear flowers. Flowers are their reproductive organs. Seeds are found in flowers. New plants grow from seeds. There are many kinds of flowers around us. Although they look different, but all flowers have some plants in common. Now, internal structure of a flower. Parts of a flower. A flower has different parts. Examples: sepals, petals are called floral plants. The main parts of a flower are carpel and stamen. Sepals. The outer green colored flower leaves of a flower is called sepals. Sepals protect the inner part of a flower in the bud. This is sepal. It protects the inner part of the flower. Petals. The colorful flower leaves of a flower are called petals. Petals of different flowers are different colors and sizes. Petals attract the insect for pollination. These are flowers. They are different flowers and different colors and sizes. Petals attract the insects or honeybees for pollination. Carpel. The female part of a flower is carpel. It has stigma, style, and ovary. The ovary makes ovules. Pollen grains land on the stigma. The style is the tube-like part. This is the carpel. This is the carpel. The carpel of female part, that gametes. It is stigma. It is style, and it is ovary and ovule. And carpel. Pollen grains land on stigma through the stigma. Stamen. The male part of a flower is stamen. It has an anther and a filament. The anther makes pollen grains. Male gametes are the pollen grains. The filament are the stalk spores, the another. This is the stamen, and this inner part of the stamen is anther, and this is the filament. Now, pollination. What do you mean by pollination? Pollination. Plants have to transfer pollen grains from male part to female part of the flower. This process is called pollination. There are two types of pollination: cross-pollination and self-pollination. Cross-pollination and self-pollination. Self-pollination. There is a live example of self-pollination and cross-pollination. Here, for example, 1 minute. Again, if I have mobile and this mobile is on myself, this mobile I have not given to another. This is self-pollination. If I give this mobile to another person, it is called cross-pollination. Cross-pollination. If pollen grains transfer from one plant to another of the same kind, it is called cross-pollination. Now, there is a very tricky thing that we have to differentiate between cross-pollination and self-pollination. Cross-pollination. If pollen grains transfer from one plant to another plant of the same kind, it's called cross-pollination. When pollen grains come from flowers of the same plant, it is called self-pollination. Most flowering plants such as apples, pumpkins, grasses, etc. are cross-pollination. Only a few kinds of flowering plants self-pollination. For example, peas, peanut, orchid, rice, wheat and sunflower plants are self-pollination. Cross-pollination. The plant and animals can transfer pollen grains from one plant to another is called cross-pollination. These animals are bees, butterflies, birds, bats, etc. can do this job. Anyone? Self-pollination. These plants have smaller flowers. Now, our topic is flower and seed. But we have learned about flowers and its types. But where are seeds? Now, But where are seeds? I have an idea. I'm going to tell you. About seeds. But not this video. I'm going to tell you about seeds in the next video. In previous class, we have learned about microorganisms. In this class, we have learned about flowers and its types. In next class, we have learned about seeds and its structures. Viva of flower. If you have any question, any type of question of these microorganisms or plants, flowers, you may ask me in comment. I read your comments and give to reply. If you want more types of these informative videos, please like my video and subscribe my channel and just commenting, just commenting.